The Mega Summer Harvest is the biggest update in the history of Grow a Garden, adding from new plants, pets, items, and events to the brand new exclusive mutations. And their prices, rarities, abilities, and much more are just some of the many things you'll see in this video, which will cover every new addition from the last 2 summer updates. Always starting from the most common categories all the way up to the most valuable ones of them all. And starting with the new summer pets, we have our beloved and totally not greedy owner of the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs. He's one of the 3 common pets added during the event. You can get him from one of the 4 new event eggs, the common summer egg. You have a 25% chance of hatching crab from the egg, and his ability is one of the most creative. Every 6 minutes, he goes to a random player and pinches them to steal money, between 270 and 470 shekels. He literally pinch pockets you. So watch out for Mr. Krabs because he wants your money. Patrick. Also hatching from the common summer egg with a 50% chance, the starfish is another one of SpongeBob's friends with an ability that benefits your level, since he generates on average 6 XP per second, which gives around 3,600 XP every 10 minutes, a pretty decent passive XP income. And to complete this bikini bottom trio, we also have him. The sponge... Just kidding, they didn't add him, but we do have SEAGULL. This one also has a 25% chance of hatching from the common summer egg. He has this Minecraft chicken skin, but with a villager nose. His ability is the only one that modifies one of the game's basic tools, the shovel. Because when active, the seagull gives a 3.53% chance for the plant you use the shovel on to drop its seed back. It's low, but better than losing everything using the shovel normally, right? But none of those compare to the next rare summer pets on the list. Reminder, there are 4 new eggs. The Summer Common Egg, which costs 1 million and takes 20 minutes to hatch. The Rare Summer Pet Egg, which costs 25 million and takes 4 hours. And the second best of them all, the Paradise Egg, which costs 50 million and takes over 6 hours to hatch, but it's worth it since its pets are totally OP, only beaten by the OASIS Egg, the last egg added in the Mega Harvest, with 5 new exclusive pets that aren't bought with shekels, but with summer coins, the new event currency you'll use to buy stuff in the new summer shop next to the harvest wagon. And you'll see all of them in this video, so stay tuned because the next pet on the list is Flamingo. I still can't believe this animal actually exists. I think it's super weird. Anyway, this pink beauty has a 30% chance of hatching from the Summer Common Egg. His ability is, every 4 minutes, he stands on one leg like a kung fu master for 15 seconds, and all plants within 13 studs will grow 15 times faster. Toucan. There's nothing special about his looks. He's just a toucan. He comes from the same rare summer egg, but with only a 25% chance of hatching. His ability only benefits tropical plants, like coconut, watermelon, mango, etc. He gives a size bonus of 1.7x within 25 studs, which makes them grow bigger, and also gives a 1.18% bonus chance for the plant to get the golden or rainbow growth mutations. Just to remind you, the Mega Harvest update is basically an expansion of the Summer Harvest, not a completely new update like the ones released weekly in the past. That's why I decided to combine the content of both the Summer and the Mega Harvest into a single video, since Mega is basically a DLC. Everything still revolves around summer, which reminds me of the beach, and you know what else reminds me of the beach? Turtle. The fastest pet of all, Straw Eater, Dragon Warrior Master, starter Pokemon, and trained in ninjutsu, the turtle only has a 20% chance of hatching from the new rare egg. And it has 2 abilities. Every 10-50 minutes, it shares wisdom with a random pet granting 1000 bonus XP, and also, every 2 minutes, it splashes water on a plant giving a 10% chance to activate the wet mutation on that plant. It has a hunger bar of 22k, so keep it well fed with your best straws. Orangutan. This gentleman here is the second rarest pet to hatch from the rare summer egg with only a 15% chance. He's massive. His ability is 1 orangutan vs 100 thief gardeners, where every time a scoundrel comes to steal your best plant with their pay-to-win Robux, he kicks them out of your garden with wise words. Just kidding. He actually helps with crafting efficiency, giving you a 3.45% chance of not consuming one of the materials used while crafting something. But it would be cool to have a security pet against Robux thefts, right? Take note of that, Jandel. Seal. With only a 10% chance of hatching from the rare summer egg, this is the most valuable pet in the category. The chance of its ability activating is pretty low, but when it happens, it's like winning the pet lottery. When selling your pet, the seal gives you a 2% chance of getting the same pet back. Actually, you recover the egg it came from, not the pet itself. But imagine selling your most common pet, like the flamingo. and getting a second chance with a free egg that might hatch into something rarer, like the orangutan or even another seal. That would be insane, right? Ostrich. Being the most likely to hatch, with a 40% chance, this pet has a skill that can stack and become pretty OP. With the ostrich, all pets hatched from eggs will get an instant age bonus between 1 to 4 years, meaning the pet is already born older. And yes, the ability stacks, so if you've got a squad of ostriches, your new pets will be born elderly. Peacock. This one is pure show-off, my guy is majestic. With only a 30% hatch rate, this beauty has one of the best effects on other active pets in your squad. Every 10 minutes, he farms aura by shaking his feathers, and all your active pets within 15 studs will have their ability cooldown reduced by 1 minute, making them way more productive. This guy is literally so pretty, he inspires the other animals. Absolute aura. Capybara. Now we've got the pet I'd love to have in real life. Look at that handsome face. With a 21% chance of hatching, the capybara's ability rivals the owl's, since it also gives XP, around 3.5 XP, which is way more than the owl's. And on top of that, it also prevents other pets from getting hungry, probably because it cooks for them. But unlike the owls, whose skills aren't limited by range, the capybara's abilities only apply to pets within 15 studs. So in short, capybara is OP, but limited by range. Scarlet macaw. This one has a much lower hatch rate at only 8%, making it the second rarest pet in the category. Alongside the turtle and another cousin pet of this macaw that'll show up later, they're the only new pets that apply mutations to plants. But the macaw is one of the few that applies a brand new mutation. Every 12 minutes, it has a 16% chance to trigger one of the new update mutations, Verdant, which is just one of the new ones that you'll still see in this video, along with their rarities, multipliers, and the events needed to get them. Also, I'll show you all the new plants from the summer shop and the craftable ones, as well as tools, including that one that's been requested for ages for being a true game changer and finally got added as a base tool that's gonna save a lot of players. So stay until the end if you want to know literally everything about the new summer and mega harvest updates, and obviously that includes the rarest and most valuable pet from the Paradise Egg, the terror of pirate ships and nearly impossible to obtain, our little Kraken. The mimic octopus has only a 1% chance, so if you got it, you're unbelievably lucky. It has a purple skin with yellow eyes, and its face is kinda creepy, in my opinion. As for its ability, every 20 minutes it mimics one of your pets and performs their ability. So it's extremely useful to pair it with your pets that have the best skills, because it's like having an extra one of them. It would be way cooler if it stayed purple while copying the pet, but sadly that doesn't happen, which is a shame. And you know what's the only thing sadder than that? The fact that the channel gets an average of 500,000 views per video, with you watching literally all of them, but only 1% of you are subscribed. Come on guys, how am I supposed to pass Creekcraft at this pace? But seriously guys, please support the channel. Your subscription means a lot to me. Now what everyone's been waiting for, the 5 new hatchable pets from the all-new mythical Oasis egg bought in the summer shop using 10 summer coins, which you can also earn from the regular summer harvest rewards and also from the mega harvest, a variant event of the regular summer harvest that has a chance of happening and gives you double summer points. But what really matters are the insane pets, starting with MEERKAT. With a 45% hatch chance, this is the most common. Its ability is being an actor, as you might have seen in the Lion King and Madagascar movies. Sorry. Anyway, every 7 minutes it goes to another pet and does a lookout, reducing the cooldown of that pet's ability by 21 seconds. And it also has a 15% chance to do it again right after, like a streak. He's literally Timon from the Lion King, hyping up the other animals. Sand Snake. This one has only a 34.5% hatch rate and is also a legendary pet like the MEERKAT. I honestly thought its ability would be to bite a random plant and apply some kind of venom mutation. But Jandel had other plans. Actually, its ability gives you a 1.40% chance to duplicate items bought from the seed or gear shop, and it takes around 4 hours to hatch, which is the default time for the Oasis egg. Pretty cool, right? AXOLOTL. Alongside the flamingo, I also still can't believe this creature actually exists in real life. But this is the first mythical pet from the Oasis egg, with its hatch chance cut in half, down to just 15%. Its ability helps directly with your summer points farming during summer harvest, because it gives you a 6.50% chance for all summer fruits to stay on the plant even after being harvested. And okay, I'll admit, the pet's kinda cute, but the real handsome one is HYACINTH macaw. This one's an actor too. You've seen him in the RIO movies. He's the older cousin of the scarlet macaw, but with only a 5% chance of hatching, super rare. And that's accurate, since the blue macaw was even declared extinct for a while in real life. He also has a similar ability to his red cousin. Every 8 minutes, he has a 15% chance to apply a mutation, but one that's even rarer than the verdant from the scarlet macaw, the cloud-touched FENNEC fox. Being the only new divine pet of this update, this fox with Dumbo ears has only 0.5% chance of hatching. Nearly impossible. But is there a reason for that? Yes, there is. Because every 22 minutes it targets a fruit from another player and has a chance to copy a random mutation from that plant and apply it to one of your own. The only catch is, the higher the multiplier of the mutation it tries to copy, the harder it will be for the fox to succeed. Even so, it's still extremely OP, and this ability will massively change the economy for players who win the lottery of hatching this 0.5% Johnny. This guy doesn't come from an egg. He can only be bought in the summer shop for 15 summer coins, making him more expensive than the OASIS egg itself. He's a cute mythical pet with a pretty funny ability. Every 3 minutes he runs on your hamster wheel, giving a 30% crafting speed boost for 18 seconds. His name is literally Hamster, but to me he looks like a cool dude named Johnny. Just look how Johnny he looks. Besides his wheel, you know what else Johnny likes? Exactly, the many new summer plants that were added, and that's what you're about to see now. To start, a few things have changed, but to sum it up, crafting is now permanent and sits next to the cosmetics shop. Sam went on vacation and now Tom is in his place. And we now have the Summer Harvest and the Mega Harvest event, which is the main area of the update, where you'll find this cool wooden cart that you'll fill with the new summer fruits, collectively with other players on the server for 10 minutes. And the better and more valuable the fruits, the more points you accumulate. Consequently, also better rewards. But to get the best rewards of the event, like the Mooncat or the Ember Lily Seed, you'll need to accumulate up to 14,000 points, which is when you'll reach the most valuable tier of these rewards, the Prismatic tier. And with no more yapping, the first new plant is Wild Carrot. You'll get this uncommon single harvest carrot through the Summer Seed Pack with a 40% chance, also in the Exotic Summer Seed Pack with 39% and with 30% in the Rainbow Sack. It's a more pointed carrot than the standard one and comes in color variations like green, beige, and dark pink. Its base selling price is 25,000 shekels. Cauliflower. This is a rare multi-harvest plant that can already be found in the seed shop for 1,300 shekels, and the base price for each plant is 40 shekels. In theory, it's supposed to look like a real cauliflower, but the design dev did this one dirty. Delphinium. Here we have the first plant that can be obtained from the exclusive summer shop in the event. It costs 2 summer coins, and by the way, you get those new coins during the events, and the higher your score, the more coins you earn. It's a single harvest flower with a base value of 24,000. It kinda looks like a meat skewer. Avatar meat, apparently. Peace Lily. Also being a single harvest flower with a base value of 24,000, the Peace Lily can be obtained through a crafting process that takes 10 minutes. Its 3 ingredients are 1 cauliflower, 3 summer points, and a RAFFLESIA, a new legendary flower I'll talk about later. Actually, I'll talk about it literally right now. RAFFLESIA. Being single harvest and with a base price of only 5,000, this flower, which you'll need to craft the Peace Lily, can be purchased from the seed shop for 3,200. The tricky part is that it's a little harder to find in stock. It only shows up in 10% of the store refreshes. So keep an eye out when it pops up. PEAR. Some plants in this event aren't completely new, but rather returning plants from past updates, added again for this summer update as summer plants. That's why they're being mentioned here, especially because they came back buffed. The PEAR is a rare multi-harvest plant that can also be obtained from seed packs, just like the Wild Carrot, with a 25% chance in the Summer Seed, Exotic Seed Pack, and Rainbow Sack. Its base value is 20,000 shekels, which is way more than the OG PEAR. And if you also want to be an OG here and be rewarded for it, don't forget to click that subscribe button, alright? Because once we hit 20,000 subs, I'll be releasing 30 more gift cards on my Discord server as a thank you. To participate, just be subscribed and have the little bell turned on. Easy, right? Easier than peeling a banana. Also a returning plant from a previous update, now added back as a summer plant, the banana is already a legendary multi-harvest plant that can be obtained from the Exotic Seed Pack, with a 38% chance and also purchased from the seed shop for 7,000 shekels, with a base selling price of 1,750 shekels. Avocado. Now this one is actually new. Also being a legendary multi-harvest plant, the avocado can be bought from the seed shop for 5,000 shekels shekels, and each unit has a base value of 350 shekels. Nothing special about the fruit skin, except that it looks like a grenade, but the plant skin is actually really cool. Cantaloupe. Another new legendary multi-harvest plant is this one that I still can't believe people eat in real life. It's that bad. No offense to all the cantaloupe lovers watching, of course. But anyway, the design dev got lazy with this one and just copied the watermelon and pumpkin skin and hoped we wouldn't notice. It can also be obtained through our favorite gambling method, seed packs. It has a 20% chance to be found in the summer seed pack, exotic summer seed pack, and rainbow sack. Its base price per unit is 34,000 shekels. Green apple. I'm gonna speedrun this one. Looks like a normal apple, but green. Legendary multi-harvest. Bought in the seed shop for 3,500,000. Base selling price, 300. ALOE VERA. To close out our legendary tier, we have this other plant that can also be crafted in 10 minutes. Its ingredients are 1 peace lily, 18 summer coins, and 1 prickly pear, which is one of the new mythical plants I'll talk about later. Unfortunately, it's also single harvest, but its base value is 69,000. Guanabana. Starting off with the last summer plant obtained via crafting, we have this fruit with a strange sounding name. With a 10-minute crafting time as well, it's the most annoying plant to make, since its ingredients are 1 aloe vera, 1 prickly pear, 30 summer points, and also a banana for some reason. It's a mythical multi-harvest plant with a base value of 72,000. Pineapple. Another one brought back from a past update, and also being multi-harvest, pineapple can be obtained from the seed shop for 7,500k, and its base price per unit is 2k. Its skin is one of the most accurate and faithful to the real-life fruit, which is the complete opposite of the cantaloupe case. Kiwi. No, not this one. This one! Lack of creativity for whoever named this fruit. They decided to give it the same name as the bird. Fun fact, they literally named the fruit kiwi because it looks like the animal. Anyway, totally went off track. But back to it. You can buy this multi-harvest plant at the seed shop for 10,000, and each kiwi has a base selling price of 2,750. Bell pepper. The vegetable your mom puts in every single dish she cooks. Bell pepper is one of the new summer plants and is also multi-harvest. It can be bought for 55,000 in the seed shop, and its base value is 5.5 thousand shekels. It comes in several color variations: green, yellow, orange, and red. It's also no secret that as the plant tier increases, it becomes rarer, which consequently makes the chances of it showing up in stock much lower. So keep an eye on the shop reset because your neighbor gardener might snatch your plants. Liking this video, huh? Well, hold up, there's a lot more coming. And if you want to see more videos every week in this format, covering everything about Grow a Garden's weekly updates, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to support the channel and turn on notifications to be updated on the 30 gift card giveaway once we hit 20,000 subs. Prickly pear. This one looks really cool, and also starts raising the values more significantly. Being multi-harvest, this beauty costs 555,000 in the seed shop, and has a base value of 7,000 per unit. Lily of the Valley. Being a cousin to the first lily, this one is multi-harvest. You can collect up to 5 flowers per harvest. It can also be bought at the new summer shop for 12 summer coins. Its base value per lily is 49,000. It was one of the new additions in the Mega Summer Harvest. Parasol flower. And to close out the mythical tier, we have the big boy, the second favorite of the new update that came in hot, trying to rival the candy blossom. To start with, it has one of the coolest and most creative skins in the game, inspired by Japanese umbrellas, and it has a lot of color variations and combinations. You can get it through the regular summer seed pack, exotic, and rainbow, with only a 10% chance. The reason so many players say the parasol flower rivals the candy blossom is because it has a base value of 200,000 shekels, double the base value of candy blossom, making it the plant with the highest base value in the game so far. But the downside is that while candy blossom is multi-harvest, parasol is single harvest only. Still, the fact that it has such a high base value turns parasol into a beast when it has multiple stacked mutations. Which one do you think is better? Loquat. To start off the Divine Plant saga, we have yet another case where the design dev got lazy and decided to copy an OG plant. This one's loquat and this one's cranberry. I'll leave the controversy up in the air, but anyway, this beauty costs 900,000 in the seed shop and has a base price of 8,000. It's also multi-harvest. Pitcher plant. The design of this one is really cool. It's multi-harvest and can be bought from the seed shop for a hefty price of 7.5 million, and it has less than 1% chance of appearing in stock. This beauty has a base value of 32,000 per plant. The seed is also really cool. It has the top part of the plant even when it's just a seed. Feijoa. This one is so badass that even Jandel has mentioned liking it a lot. The fruit has a kinda weird looking skin, but the plant itself is super cool. So is its price in the seed shop. Only 2.75 million shekels and a base value of 13,000. It's multi-harvest, so the base sale value can add up nicely when you manage to stack a bunch of mutations on it. Rosy Delight. This one has a really cute seed, and the plant too, and the flower as well. You can't get this one from the seed shop, but instead from the beloved seed packs, with only a 4.5% chance in both the summer seed pack and the exotic summer seed pack, and 8% in the rainbow sack. It's also a multi-harvest plant with a pretty high base price, 69,000 shekels. Traveler's Fruit. This one, both the plant and the fruit, look kind of weird, but people love it. Also because in many players' eyes, it also rivals the Candy Blossom. Being the most expensive item in the summer shop, costing 32 summer coins, this final divine multi-harvest plant has a base value per fruit of 70,000 shekels, which is still 30,000 less than Candy Blossom's 100,000 base value. And do you know why it's called Traveler's Fruit? It's because the real plant originates from the island of Madagascar, and it traveled all the way from that island to this video just to ask you to subscribe to the channel. Crazy, right? But not as crazy as the only prismatic summer plant of this update, elephant ears. You know I have to make the obvious dad joke. I can't help myself. Well, elephant ears is the only new prismatic summer plant, and also the rarest one to get. Starting with the plant, it's a multi-harvest that produces 6 units at a time, and for some reason it's white with pink, but it turned out looking beautiful. And what's better than planting 868 of these in your garden, making them absolutely colossal and turning them all into rainbow mutation mode looking like a Coldplay concert? But for that, you need the seed, and that's the hard part, since it's obtained from seed packs with the lowest possible drop rate. Only 0.5% in both the regular and exotic summer seed packs. At least there's a 7% chance in the rainbow sack. Its base price per unit is an impressive 77,000 shekels. But obviously that value can be multiplied hundreds of times with the newest exclusive summer mutations that Jandel brought us, and those are exactly what you're about to see now, starting with Windstruck. This mutation can be activated during the windy weather events. That's the one with the weaker breeze, and with higher chances during the gale event, where the wind is much stronger and even pushes you around. It gives a 2x multiplier to the plant and adds that little breeze effect around it. Verdant. This is the mutation that the Scarlet Macaw can apply to your plant, with a 4x multiplier, turning it completely green and emitting some particles. Besides the pet, the mutation can also be activated during Jandel's solar flare event, when he basically threw the sun onto the ground and shot a sunbeam for a while. And that same event could also trigger an even rarer mutation, which is sun-dried. Besides also being obtainable from the solar flare, this 85x multiplier mutation can be triggered during the heat wave weather event. That's when the sun shines harder and starts shooting sun rays randomly. And to better direct those rays to your plant and get this mutation, making it look burnt and dry like this, we now have a new tool, the Tanning Mirror, which works like the lightning rod, except now the rays are solar. It costs 1 million in the gear shop and has a total of 10 uses before it explodes. We also have the most requested tool since the dawn of Grow a Garden, the Magnifying Tool, a mythical 10-use item bought in the gear shop for 10 million shekels, which lets you check a plant's value without having to harvest it first. Something players have asked for forever, and it finally exists. There's also the new Reclaimer tool, crafted using 1 common egg, 1 harvest tool, and 500,000 shekels. Its function is simple: cut down a plant and recover its seed. And if you also want to know about all the other tools and sprinklers in the game, I made an entire video just like this one covering everything about them. The video is showing up here in the card, but it'll also pop up at the end, so go check it out later. Twisted. Also from the Windy family, this mutation is triggered by wind, just slightly stronger than the other two. You need to hope the actual tornado event heads toward your garden to get a chance of activating this beauty, which gives a 5x multiplier to your plant. Its animation is also a windy effect surrounding the plant. Cloud Touched. Besides being applied by the blue macaw, this 5x mutation can also be triggered using the exclusive spray with the same name, which is sold by the new hot air balloon merchant NPC for the humble price of 50 million shekels. The animation wraps the plant in a cloud. Drenched. Another event that can happen is tropical rain, which is like the standard rain but green, and it leaves the ground slightly flooded. Besides boosting plant growth speed by 50%, it can activate the Drenched mutation, which gives a 5x multiplier, and its animation is basically the same as the Wet mutation, except, as the name suggests, way more soaked. Aurora. This mutation, with an impressive 90x multiplier, comes from the Aurora Borealis event, which, in real life, is one of the most awe-inspiring natural phenomena that I still can't believe exists. Just look at that. In the game, it gives a 50% growth boost to your plants and brings this beautiful atmosphere, not to mention the actual aurora animation that appears on the plant when it's mutated. PARASOL. The way to get this 100x multiplier mutation, which gives the plant this lime green tone with bright sunbeam effects, is by fusing two different summer mutations, Verdant and Sundried. When a plant has both, they'll be replaced automatically by PARASOL, Alien-like, and Galactic. These were Jandel's exclusive space events before the summer updates. Alien-like has a 100x multiplier and gives the plant this neon blue skin, one of the most unique ones, and it can even turn partially transparent. Its event featured a bunch of UFOs hovering around the map. Then there's Galactic, the 120x space mutation, which turns the plant slightly purple and adds some sparkles. But let's be honest, the alien-like skin is way cooler. That event literally took us to space. The map turned into a spaceship with space thrusters and the sky became outer space itself. And if you want a full video covering the prehistoric update in this same style, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment so I know you're interested. Your favorite creator, Howblocks.